Okay, now we are starting the report on the latest articles published on PHP Classes blog. Last month we had many articles, like 10, and some of which are not exactly about PHP, but are interesting for developers that want to create their own software. Product businesses, eventually written in PHP. So I'm going to comment, I think, most of them, because Johnny is helping me here, but he is not yet familiar with some of the topics, probably more on the technical ones, I mean, technology ones. So let me share the screen here. It's the usual confusion of Windows. So I suppose you can see it now, right?
Yeah, I can see it clearly.
Okay, so this first article, it is actually something that a developer have asked me. It is not an article, this is an article about a video. The video was a session recorded over Skype. If I can find the right window. This is a challenge, because I have like 4 windows and all of them have similar titles.
Maybe I should develop a plugin for you from Chrome, where you can just start typing, press a key combination and press, you start typing and you find the correct tab. Maybe that's something.
Yeah, that's it. That could be an idea. Anyway, this first article, which is actually about a video, it's the idea started when I went to the PHP Facebook group. I made a poll there, and it revealed that many people want to create their own software product businesses, but they don't have an idea of what product they should develop to be successful and so on. So this also happened that there was one developer named Leandro de Castro Silva that also had a similar question about, oh, well, I want to create my own software product, but I don't have an idea. What product should I develop? And I gave him 3 methods to discover good problems to solve with software products written in PHP. Basically, the methods are observing, like, for instance, Johnny, if you work for a company, you probably observe that the customers of the company have certain problems and probably they are not very well solved, so you could bring up a solution and then sell to that customer. Another way is to for instance, if you want to know what problems to solve, you could ask, for instance, of customers, what are the problems that you have that you probably I could solve with some software. Then he'll tell you the problems, and then you figure out what could be a great product. And the last method could be automation. Automation means, like, if there are work that nowadays is still being done by hand or requires manual labor, probably you could develop some software that automates that process. So this just methods, so you can start having good problems to solve with software products. Anyway, this is a free consulting session that was recorded on video, and you can watch the video of this session in this article. The next article that I want to comment, this one is more on the technical side. It was written by José Luis Lasso, and it is about a package called PHP Status Graph. And basically, it takes some data from, for instance, a database, a data source that it defines in an configuration file, and then it generates nice graphs, in the case in SVG format, which is a vectorial format. Over here there is a sample of graph that is generated using this class, and Giselle is developed a nice sharding package for this, tying it to a data source. As I mentioned, it could be a database. The next,
nice.
Yeah, the next article is yet another one about how you can make a software product that is highly desirable for your customers. So this talks about what are products that are called vitamins and others that are called, I would say, aspirin. So if you want to have a product that is highly desirable by your customers, you should focus on products that are painkillers. Could be an aspirin. Painkillers are just products that solve pains of your customers that cannot live without. So this is what you should focus. And yet again, this was another free consulting session that was recorded on video, in this case with another developer called Miguel Oliveira. And he wanted to know what he could do to make his product highly desirable and be successful with it. The next article is more about another package written by Dave Smith. The package is PHP Exchange Rate API. Basically, it calls an API that gets exchange rates for between different currencies, but not just today. It can go back in the past to any other date. So there is a let me increase the size of the screen. There is an API that from currency layer that provides this service, and it can provide all this information. So in this article, Dave is telling how you can use this class to retrieve the values of this from this API. So if you have any package, any projects that you need to convert currencies, this is useful. And here he explains how the package can be accessed. The next article, oh, this font is now it's too large. I'll do, no. Okay, this article was yet another free consulting session recorded with another developer. He did not identify himself because he wanted to ask a question without being recognized. This question is about picking partners. Let's say that Johnny wants to develop a great product, but he's not very good at finances or sales because he likes to better to develop do the development part. So the idea is to find partners that will do those other important tasks in a company. So in this free consulting session, I just gave advice on criteria how to pick your business partners with the list of troubles, because many companies fail because of disagreements between partners. So the idea is to give some advice. So if you are to this step of creating a software product on which you need partners, you may want to watch this video here. The next article is about companies that are hiring PHP. And I do not mean just regular companies, but companies that are growing a lot. Personally, I did not know many of these companies. They are startups, I think. So if you are looking to have a great job on any of these companies are hiring PHP developers. And there is a company called Hire that you may heard about that is doing the hiring process. So all you need to do is just go on their site and submit your CV. So if you want to work on any of these high growth companies, just click on the link here and you can go there. The next article is another one. There was many articles about business this month. It is not so usual. I think now in October there are more on the technical side. But in September, which are the ones that were actually August, no. I think I jumped a bit on the dates. Let me check. Yeah. This one is how to create your own software product business without quitting your job. Let's say that Johnny wants to create a software product business, but he still needs to make money for a living, so he doesn't want to quit his day job. Fortunately, this is possible. You can do that on your free time. Like, instead of playing all those games that you are playing, Johnny, you can spend your time developing the software product, and it will be great for you.
Well, actually, this could apply to me because I'm doing a lot of product development outside of my work already.
So you are starting a business secretly and did not want to tell me.
No. But I'm I'm doing a lot of open source. So that's a software product as well. It could be open source, but that's a totally different thing. But you can see them as products. I have a lot of products. But
so that's great.
Yeah, I could do.
So you just are waiting to get rich. Selling products to many customers. Well, this article, this video is just to tell that you don't need to quit your day job. So the next article is more on the technical side. Is about error monitoring, and over here it explains how to use the Rollbar API from PHP. Rollbar is a product by this company, and they can aggregate information from your logs.
Wow!
Like, for instance, not exactly the regular logs, but the errors that happen in your application, like thrown exceptions and such.
This is
So you just include this code in the beginning. There you need to put what is the name of the key of the API, and put this in the beginning of your code, and that's it. From then on, if you have errors or uncaught exceptions, it will be reported to Rollbar service. So this is very simple but very useful, and then you can get reports like this above here about probably the same errors happening many times, or maybe new errors that you have not caught, because when you submit your push your project to production, you don't sometimes there are mistakes that were not caught during your tests. So
it seems like you can use your custom error messages as well. If you look at the image you have in front of you, you can see #3 breach hull breach and some log message. So it could be very useful. That's really, really awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Well, Then the next article that I want to comment is again about telling how to create software products and make them as the best as possible, make them perfect for your customers. This is basically just to tell that there is a process called design thinking that has 5 phases, and you can go through some interviews and ask the right questions to your potential customers, and they basically will tell you how to make the product address their main problems. And so if you focus your ideas on their main problems, you'll be kind of developing products that are perfect for your customers. Anyway, this is a tutorial video. Just can watch it. It says this is not a very long video, but it will just give you an overview of this method, so you can apply it immediately in your projects. And finally, there is one article which is a tutorial. I think this is the second part of a tutorial of a package from Samuel Adesina called ScriptD. So this package, it can install database schema from a definition in the JSON format, as you might see here. So it actually he calls it CRUD actions, and it can perform many types of actions like creating tables, creating fields, adding fields, removing fields, updating fields, drop tables, well, all the basic operations. And this works well to generate SQL for code for that works on different databases. So, well, I think everybody that works with a SQL database at a certain moment has to somehow have some code to install their databases. So this package can be useful, and this tutorial by Samuel Adesina shows how to do it. Well, basically with this we have concluded this PHP articles report. I would like to thank Johnny Mas to stay up this late. I think, what time is it over there?
It's now
10:30 probably.
Yeah, 10:30 p.m.
Oh, we still have time until midnight, because at midnight I suppose you turn into a pumpkin, right?
Yeah, well, just a few minutes. Well, just a little bit more than a few minutes, but I'm getting a little bit tired. But yeah, it was a lot of fun helping you out.
Okay. Well, with this, practically this podcast and God's report, I'd like to thank you for coming. And I will also have other podcasts. There is one on JavaScript, but I think I will record it. If Arthur recovers, I'll record it soon. If not, maybe I'll be talking with another co-host. So for now, let me thank you, Johnny, once again. Also the audience of the live coding site that appeared here, and I hope they have appreciated the topics that we covered here. So on my behalf, that is all for now. Bye.
Goodbye.